So have you noticed any physical changes since you started CrossFit?
Indeed, I have, Jeff.
Yeah. Tell me.
Well, okay. So I thought I was pretty fit when I started. I had been exercising regularly, and but of course not anything like this. And
Right.
so I was doing CrossFit I started in September, and the first 2 or 3 months I noticed an enormous change in my strength. I developed muscles that I never knew I had. I developed arm muscles that I've never had in my entire life, and started to be really pleased with feeling stronger and fitter, and just having more energy, which was really quite wonderful.
Excellent.
Some additional changes really started to happen after I started eating paleo.
The paleo diet.
The paleo diet,
Yeah.
which I started in early December after a couple. There were several sort of almost random snippets of conversations that I heard around the gym that
Right.
got me intrigued with it. Also, there are issues about aging, and that I didn't want to be one of the many people my age who are on a whole slew of meds, dealing with various chronic conditions, and
Exactly.
lots of people just sort of suck it up and decide to suffer through as they're getting older.
Right.
And so I started paleo, and it's just the combination of eating paleo and doing CrossFit has made just a huge difference for me. Most of my reasons for doing paleo had to do with health, but I've been really surprised at the physical changes in my body as well. I've really leaned out. I've gotten even stronger. And it's really interesting to see to sort of benchmark myself now compared to earlier points in my life.
Right.
At 58, I'm absolutely stronger and fitter than I've ever been in my adult life, and probably leaner as well. At least, maybe I'd have to go back to my late teens, early 20s to be at a point where I was as lean as I am now.
I'm wondering, have the weight you're at now, have you been this particular weight at any time previously that you can recall, or how would you compare your level of fitness with,
Yeah, well, weight's really misleading. Right now, I weigh a couple of pounds less, but only a couple of pounds than I did when I was 35, and I decided I was fat. And I was fat. I had a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old. I hadn't completely lost the baby fat. As I said, I was a pound or two heavier than I am right now, and I was wearing a size 14.
You were a pound or two heavier than now.
Just a pound or two
wearing
heavier
a size 14
than I am now, and I was wearing a size 14.
Wow.
I went on. I was not exercising. I went on, one of these commercial diets. I lost a lot of weight. I lost 30, 35 pounds.
Whoa.
I got down to being about a size 4. Which was kind of cool, but I was not fit. I was not particularly healthy. When I looked at myself, it didn't seem like me in the mirror. I was really I was alienated and distanced from my body in a really funny kind of way.
Yeah.
But I wasn't fit. I wasn't strong. I wasn't energetic. I was thin.
Yeah.
And I managed. I kept it at that for a couple of years, and I gradually gained weight back, and all of that kind of stuff. Right now, after having lean downs, as I said, I didn't start paleo because I thought I needed to lose a lot of weight, but I have leaned out some, the combination of CrossFit and paleo. And so right now, as I said, I'm just a pound or two less than I was when I was 35, and decided that I was horribly fat, and I'm wearing a size 6 or a size 8, and so it's not about weight, it's about body composition, and it's about strength, and it's just wonderful to feel to feel strong and fit, especially at my age. And every once in a while, I just kind of practically get giddy about it. It's
That's fantastic.
really
You
quite
look
lovely.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a quick question? Have you noticed any other changes other than body composition or drop weight, like, I don't know, blood pressure or?
I've seen some real changes in some of those biomarkers of health. I'm with IU, so I had the advantage, if you will, of having had a bunch of baseline measures done in October as part of the IU healthcare plan. And then I had some blood work done at about week 5 of having done paleo, which is still not a whole lot of time, but enough to see some things change. My cholesterol didn't change changed very much, but it hadn't been a problem before. My triglycerides were way down.
Whoa.
And my blood pressure is way down. It had been borderline high before this, and now it's usually it's I've been I have a blood pressure machine at home.
Yeah.
And often it's like 115/72 or something. So
Great.
it's just a huge difference.
Great.
So I'm feeling great.
Fantastic.
I'm feeling confident that I'm helping to stave off, a lot of the chronic problems that
Yeah.
lots of aging people have.
Wonderful.
And trying to encourage my friends and family to join in this endeavor.
Thank you, and thanks for talking about it.
Sure.
It's fabulous.